YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Today I have a product review lined up for you from a company called fifine. Fifine reached out to me a couple of months ago and put me in a great position to be able to try a pair of gaming speakers. Those are the models A20. Let's give you an initial look at the box, right? So I'm very grateful for this opportunity and I want to give full disclosure. This is a compensated product review, okay? While I did not financially pay for the speakers, they were sent to me at no cost for me to keep. And in addition to that, they did supply me with a couple of other of their products for me to create and to use personally in my own lifestyle at a later time. So there will be more content coming out for that, okay? Let me set you up for some video expectations. For this review, we're going to unbox these speakers. We're going to do an initial impressions, getting them set up, give you a general overview, and then I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I also want to say that there has been no script pushed onto me, nor have there been any specific expectations set other than for me to try the speakers and to give my own personal feedback. So we're going to get all that going right after this intro. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thanks a lot. So we're going to be filming this content in 1080p resolution at 60 frames per second because there are no necessity of me focusing in on anything with video fidelity. I'm not pushing this to 4K 60 frames or high dynamic range or anything like that. The general purpose for this review today is going to be checking out these speakers. Going to play some gaming content, maybe some non-copyright material, just something to be able to give you as best of an experience that I can. For the most of this video, it's going to be shot handheld, vlog style, with a clip mic that's going to be around my neck, just so that I feel like I can give you the best representation of my own vocals, as well as whatever the content is that I'm planning to play for you guys. So again, 1080p 60, non-HDR. Let's get to the review. Okay, so let's get into the unboxing. So the A20s look to come into an environmental friendly box. Doesn't look to be a lot of dies on it. The front of the box is going to give you some type of representation of image of the speakers with the motto. It does indicate that there's some RGB, some illumination. I'm not sure if there's a sync system or not because they do make other products. Side of the box is going to say AMPLIGAME, and that's going to be the right. The left side of the box is going to, also tell you that the AMPLIGAME A20s. Talk about the manufacturer, some other content, as well as the SKU barcode. Now there'll be some information as to how you can obtain these speakers within the description. I'd encourage that you follow that just so you can be up to date on whatever the price points are in case you happen to be interested in this product. So get this cracked open. We're immediately met with the user's guide that is in some type of color. Here's a clean look into the user guide. A little bit of a shadow there. And here we are with the back end of the user guide. So the manual specifies that they do come with a manufacturer warranty. It says, and I quote, "Every fifine product comes with a limited warranty that in normal use of product will be free of any defects in material or workmanship for a period of 1 year from its original date of purchase. For detailed warranty info, please refer to the warranty policy on our website or contact us directly." So just be conscious of that. They do come with a 1 year manufacturer warranty, which is pretty standard stuff for a lot of different companies. All right, so let's go ahead and take these out of the box. Not as large as I thought they were, which is actually pretty good. That's everything that comes in the box. So packaged pretty well. Some nice black styrofoam. Close that back up, get this out of the way. Set these things up and I will give you a better look up front. Okay, so these are going to come with an all black aesthetic. There's going to be some nice contrast with a little bit of a grayish white writing on the speakers also. You got power button that's going to be on the left. This is left and this is right. So these are specifically marked. So they are directional. Okay. There's a left and a right. This again, done in stereo. The right speaker is going to have some volume up and down. Does have a click mechanism to it. So there's some switches there. How long that's rated to work, I'm not sure. But as well as the power button on the left does have that too. Now, if you turn these to the side, you can see the company's name and imprinted there. That does look nice, attractive. And then on the top of the right speaker, you can also see there's an indication. I'd imagine we're going to check it out for some illumination. This isn't a button or anything, and I doubt if this is any kind of a touch sensor. So I'm thinking the control might be done on this side. I'm not sure. We'll take a look in a moment, though. Going to the bottom of the speakers, there's a little bit of rubber material on both. So there's 2 feet on the left and 2 on the right. It's going to put you in a position if you have a flat surface where your speakers can get a little bit of grip. You're not so focused on them sliding around everywhere. Taking it around to the back, not much here. The connectors are, I'll say solder because, you know, you'd have to open these up to be able to get inside of them. And there do appear to be some small Allen wrench keys above where my thumbs are, where you probably would gain entry to these, though there's no information, no literature in the instruction manual that talks about taking these apart. Again, these are specifically modeled to be the left speaker with the nail and then the right speaker. So overall, the aesthetic presentation of these, pretty attractive, very small, okay? If I am to compare them with like a TV remote, I have an LG OLED in front of me. As you can see, the TV remote is about this long. So I'll just lay one of these right here just to kind of show you they're not very tall speakers, okay? What we're gonna do now is get these things powered on so we can see exactly how they look and how they function, and we will be right back in the next transition. Okay, so I've invested a little bit of connection time with these, and the manual is very helpful. The top button on the right actually is a button. It's a touch sensitive button, and it will put you in a position where you can go through the different modes of illumination, okay? This specifies in the manual that there are a total of 4 different modes, or 6 modes in totality. There's 2 different cycle modes. So mode 2, a mode 4, and then modes 1 to 6 specify like how the illumination works. So whether or not you're going to stroll through colors or, you know, have them in a sequence really determines how you press the button on the right of the speaker, okay, on the right speaker. And so going through, we can have something static. We can change it out. We're just cycling through some of these different opportunities for just different colors is what we got right now. So here's another mode in totality. Instead of it just being static with one color or multicolors, it's going up and down. This is kind of like a breathing. And you got one that just goes up and down. So you got some different options and ways that you can kind of play around. This is not controlled at the software level, so there isn't like a sync system. This is designed to be independent and economical for you to just kind of create a little bit of extra spice to your gaming setup. All right, so the next talking piece is going to be around the audio of the speaker. There is a 5-foot connection that goes from speaker 1 to 2, right? That keeps them together. And then there's a 6-foot connection that goes from the right speaker to your desktop. Now, be conscious of how you have this set up. My desktop is under a 77-inch TV, so it's in the center. There's plenty of space for me, but you might want to plan that out, okay? Okay, so when it comes down to audio, there are 2 connections. As I spoke about earlier, there's a 3.5 jack connection. That's going to go into the headphone jack of the PC or whatever the source is. It could be a phone or a tablet, but for today, we're connecting a PC. The USB is also going into the PC for me for bus. It's just for power. So if you happen to have one of those small USB-A blocks that can go into the wall for electricity, you can definitely use that. One's not included with this, as it's not with many devices today. I digress. I'm going to plug that in as I've done, and that's what gets me the power. Now, you can control the audio volume on the speaker, but I've not been able to get any indication at all of the software level of it being controlled. So what do I mean? When you typically use a keyboard on a PC for volume control, you'll actually see volume go up or down on Windows. That's not the case with this, okay? And it's because there's no software that marries the PC to these actual headphones. So while I am able to get volume control, there's no indicator for me to be able to tell how loud the actual speaker is. Now, you're still able to control volume from the PC. So the PC kind of acts as an amplifier, if you will, but you do have control over how loud you want your content to be or how low you want your content to be by using the two buttons that are on the right of the speaker for volume up and volume down. All right, we're going to perform an audio test. Volume is at about 50%. Computer volume is all the way up, but again, as I said earlier, it acts as an amplifier. The actual physical volume on the speakers are up about 50% of what they can max out at. This is Fet for Rain from Street Fighter 6. Guys, it's time for conclusions, right? So I personally feel that, these speakers should be well received depending on the price point. And again, as I stated in the opening sequence within unboxing this product, there's links in the description. There are no discount codes. That's not what this is. But there are links in the descriptions to the areas where you can go onto the internet and you can purchase these speakers if you're interested in them. So you can make an executive decision based on this review on if you feel like, they're worth you getting. Now, me personally, I like them. Not game changers, but I definitely have a specific use case, as I do with the many other different means of technology that I do have and I do own. Now, my relationship with them is not done. I do have other products from this company that I am going to be reviewing. You'll probably see a week from now more content being made. That specific desk is going to get loaded up with some streaming equipment so that I can make more vlogging content for like my TV discussional videos so that I'm not always just using my combo. Now, some of the featured products that are going to be coming up are going to be the AMPLIGAME. This is a mixer. They've also provided me with an AMPLIGAME Tank 3. This is an XLR microphone that combines with the mixer. And then lastly, they got me an arm. It doesn't have any animations on it, but there's an arm also that goes with this setup. So you'll be able to see this content also being reviewed. Again, this was a part of the compensation piece that we worked out for them to send that to me. So again, that's being said just strictly on the integrity side of things. I didn't pay for these products, but I had an interest in me being able to use these products. And so future content will be made utilizing those products. So you can always come back forward to the channel and ask questions on if, I really liked what I seen, what my experience was like. Now, I do want to say from a brand ambassador perspective, the representative that I was dealing with, I won't drop names. Listen, you get a 10-star rating. I had a lot of intimate things going on over the summer. My mom was very sick. Unfortunately, I lost my father, rest his soul in peace. And I had these products sitting in my home for pretty much the entirety of the summer, 2 months about. And, there was never any stress or anything like that. So Not that this really needed to be said within the review, but what I am willing to say is that the people behind the brand, from what I've seen, have shown me a lot of empathy. Granted, the situation and scenario that I was in, and again, I didn't pay for the product, so they pretty much sent me the stuff and was just like, hey, you got personal stuff going on, take care of that first. So I just think that speaks a lot in these times that we live in, that we can actually work with a company that, will actually care about what you've got going on outside of just what can you do or what have you done for me lately. I digress. I like the speakers. Check out the link in the description to the different places you can go and buy them. Make a decision or don't. But if you have any questions, you can utilize my video here as a type of forum for you to be able to ask questions. I won't have any problems. They're not going to be sitting on that desk. The speakers, the A20s, are going to go to another spot in the house, but they will be utilized. So I'll be around if you have questions in the future. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumb up. If you got questions, go ahead, leave them in the comment section. Let's have some engagement, and I hope to catch you on my next video. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, max love.